I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the one I used to know. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
And with that, I'm going to welcome you guys back to Five's a Crowd.
Who strangled a bunch of cats just now?
I don't know. Today's going to be a fun topic. We're going to be talking about the best Christmas movie of all time.
According to us.
According to us. Now, here's the thing. We're going to go through different genres of Christmas, but at the end of this episode, we collectively, the five of us, will have to agree on one single Christmas movie as the best of all time.
I'm feeling a little tight over here.
It's going to be rough.
Yeah, a little snug.
How the chestnuts.
If you don't know, we're definitely feeling the holiday spirit.
Nutcrackers.
We're all wearing ugly Christmas sweaters, except Zach. He's wearing a onesie.
Christmas jammies.
Matches his beard.
It does match his beard.
This is Santa Claus in his off hours. You remember in the Santa movie, he's a redhead. Santa was a ginger.
Tim Allen's a ginger?
Are you?
No. In the animated one, like the claymation one.
Oh, yes, Chris Kringle.
Santa's a ginger.
Yes.
Chris
Actually,
Kringle.
See that?
Kara posted a picture of me on Facebook, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, he looks like a young Chris Kringle." I was like, "Oh."
Your beard was
don't let
on
it go to your
fire in that
That's because
picture.
she changed the setting on it, so it like lightened up everything.
All right.
Ginger.
Well, I will be the host tonight. No one else is jumping in, so we'll get us kicked off with classical Christmas.
Classical?
I'm talking.
How classical.
Like
I'm talking classical from when we were kids, like things that were like movies that were already established by the time we were kids.
Like
Wouldn't they just be
Grandma's Time?
classic movies? I mean, they're not symphonies.
They have symphonies in them.
That's
Some.
very true.
Muted.
like
All right, classic Christmas
ancient
movies.
like 50s, 60s, 70s?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in
50s,
black and white, I hate it.
60s,
Yeah.
70s.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Maybe even the 80s because they were, coming out as we were kids. So
I honestly don't know if I've ever watched like a full like classic Christmas. I mean, I guess A White Christmas. We mentioned it earlier.
That's
A
a
White
good one.
Christmas because my mom loved it and watched it like 5 times a year.
well, now White Christmas, I'm pretty sure isn't that the one that's listed as the number one all time?
No, it's
ranked?
A Wonderful Life.
It's a wonderful
A
life.
Wonderful Life.
Yes.
Okay.
White Christmas is up there. You got Bing Crosby and like the other people that sing and dance. Sisters.
This is gonna be a singing episode here.
1000%.
Me and Chris had similar childhoods.
We did.
Wow. I'm like at a loss. I don't know what these
You've
ones
never
are.
seen that one?
No.
It's definitely
With her in the feathers.
Nope. Definitely never seen it.
It's definitely a classic one because it's one of those. I don't know if it was filmed originally in black and white and then they colored it, or if it was like right at the end of, or the beginning of like colored movies.
I think it was filled in.
You know?
that
Yeah, I'm
one,
not
yeah.
sure. So it's definitely one of those older movies.
Got you. Okay.
See, the classic ones I grew up on were the animated ones, like the claymation Rudolph.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly where I was going to go. Yep.
Yeah.
Ginger Kringle over here.
What was the other one? I was just looking at it.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Oh, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The original.
animated.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Dr. Seuss one. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Watch that one all
White
the time.
Christmas came out in 1954.
Wow.
So it's an oldie, but like my mom loved it.
You
So
know,
I saw it all the time.
not related to the Christmas realm, but definitely an older film was I watched it was because we were going to Coronado. I watched that episode or that movie
with
with
Marilyn
Marilyn
Monroe?
Monroe.
Yeah.
What was that called?
Oh, isn't she on a train or something?
Yeah.
At some
What's
point, I
that
think I know what you're
called?
talking about.
Either way, the film
Had
is
James Dean in it as well, right?
I think so. It was all shot at Coronado or shot on Coronado. and it was at the Dell. And so we watched it in preparation for our vacation there. Anyway, I say this because I was amazed at how funny that movie was with how old it was.
Because back then they didn't know what humor is.
Well, I just didn't know. I just didn't know
kinda.
if the humor would stand up to today. You know what I mean?
Would match modern day humor.
Yeah. And I was actually very impressed. Same with I Love Lucy. That's
Yeah,
really
that's
really
good.
funny. So
Now, you mentioned like the Claymation Christmases. Did you ever watch Claymation Christmas?
I don't think so.
It was like a special where they would sing Christmas carols, but it was all shown it was like a claymation music video. And it was something we watched growing up every single Christmas. And it was funny because they do like Carol the Bells, and you had the Hunchback of Notre Dame like directing, and all these dumb looking little bells. Like they were like they had the bell and they had a face, and they would hit themselves with the mallet. And this one of them kept missing like his cue. And so at the end of it, Quasimodo like shoots him with a slingshot to hit him at the right time. And he flies
remember
off.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it had like the California raisins
That's
in
what
it.
I was just gonna say. It's the California Raisins special. They'd walk
Hosts.
around. They were the hosts.
No, the hosts were two dinosaurs.
Are you sure? I thought it was the California Raisins.
I think
This
they
all
had a
sounds-
separate
four
one.
California Raisins.
I don't.
I used to watch that every Christmas when I was a kid.
this sounds so foreign.
See, it
to
had
me.
it had these two dinosaurs, and there was this blue one, and he was like, "Next up, we have waffling. Let's take it away." And then the other one was really stupid, and they were eating waffles, and he's like, "You mean waffling?" He's like, "No, it's wassail."
I wish they would have headbanged instead of just hit themselves.
gonna-
They're all
Right?
with their thong, like,
Dun,
I
dun.
have to watch it now.
Oh, you guys have to. It's a classic.
it's just called Claymation Christmas.
That's it. Claymation Christmas.
I watched like Frosty the Snowman.
Oh, yeah.
Frosty the
Yep,
Snowman.
yep.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
That one's
Sad.
definitely.
Sad movie.
It was.
So sad.
But he will be.
But he
back
says
again.
in the song, "Don't you cry."
But I did. I still did. Didn't help any.
What about a Christmas Story? That one was a
That's-
classic as we were growing up.
I was just looking at that. That's 80s, but yeah.
See, Christmas Story was. I mean, it was okay to me, but I think TNT ruined it.
I was gonna say, what channel was it that it would play it literally for
TNT
24
and
hours?
TV.
The
TBS.
whole day, and
It's
TBS.
it's the Turner Network. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
the whole time, and I got so sick of it,
Good thing I didn't have cable.
dude. Yeah, I don't like it anymore.
Do you like A Christmas Story?
There's classic parts.
I remember, parts of it. I didn't really care for it, but I mean, you shoot your eye out, kid, all that. Yeah.
Fragile must be Italian.
I had a hard time.
I love A Christmas Story.
Yeah. I'd have to watch it with my adult brain skin.
When he's filling up the leg, mom gets all mad.
She breaks it.
I actually bought my dad that lamp last year for Christmas.
Did you really?
Yeah, I really did. Yes,
That's
and
awesome.
He
The
has
leg
it up in
lamp.
his bedroom as his nightlight.
Dude, I just remember. Now I remember though, as a kid watching it, the scene where he's at the like Mervin's or Macy's, where he's at the big superstore and they're seeing Santa.
Oh, and you have to go up the thing.
And you have to go up the thing, and then they put him on the side, and the elf is super creepy and
Yeah, and
mean,
Santa's
and
like
then
a
Santa's like
jerk
evil,
and-
and he's like, "You'll shoot your eye out," and then he like pushes him down the side with his foot. Dude, that like creeped me out as a kid.
Santa looked way creepy in that.
Back to the claymation ones. I liked the miner on the. What one was that?
Yeah.
Oh,
He was friends with
he
the
would,
above.
he would throw it in the air, it sticks in the ground, he pulls it out on his little tongue. Yes, I always do.
He had like an impossibly huge body and tiny legs.
Yeah, nuts.
Didn't he? He had to fight the abominable snowman.
Well,
and
I was
they became
about to
friends.
Bubbles bounce.
The abominable snowman in that scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, dude.
When he would grab the reindeer and toss them like they were nothing. Oh, man.
Still good though.
The music would play too. When he'd come around. Yeah.
I need to pull up some images of these because I'm having a hard time, honestly.
So I just want to show you this one. This is the one me and Cam were talking about.
What is that?
Yeah, dude. Yep, that's
I
it.
have no idea
Do
on
you-
that one.
that not ringing
That's
a bell
it.
at all?
Not
Nope.
even at all.
Oh my goodness!
That's the
it's
one
a
I'm
half-hour
talking about.
special. Every Christmas, I would watch it.
We have it on.
Really?
We bought it on DVD, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, there's your walruses, Cam.
Dude, the walruses were funny.
God, I want to go watch that now.
It's totally worth it. It's so good.
Sorry, I'm trying to adjust.
My sound got
Chris's-
quiet.
Did you get mine?
No, I got Kim's.
My sound got
There,
quiet.
is that better?
That's better.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, maybe up a little bit. Just a titch.
Camera 1,
Perfect.
camera
Hello.
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
I need to pull this up.
The Bumble?
Um,
Bumbles bounce.
So one of my all-time favorites, if we're trying to keep it somewhat old, this one came out in '89. Was A Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
I was
Dude,
going to say
Is
that.
that would that be classified in our classic section though? Because
No.
I feel like that's too modern.
That's
I was
cult
thinking
Well,
more
it's '89. A
I
Christmas
was
Story
thinking
came
more
out in
like-
'83.
And I feel
That's true.
like A Christmas Story is too modern.
See, I was thinking more like,
Okay.
what is it? Miracle on 34th Street.
Gotcha.
How old is
Which I've
that
never
one?
seen. That
There's
one's like
two
black and
different.
white.
There's two different
The original.
versions of
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
There's one that was done in like '94, and then
And what was the
The
one you
one with
mentioned?
Matilda.
The one came out in 47,
yeah.
1947.
So one with Matilda is like '94.
Yeah.
Who's
Okay.
Matilda? Oh,
That was a
Matilda.
heartfelt one.
Yes.
That's
That
all
was.
she's
Oh,
known
that's
as.
like a class. That's like, I've never even seen it, but from how I've heard it,
It's good.
it's like the personification of what the Christmas spirit is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
And Santa's real.
Now this one also Mickey's. Oh, where did I just go? Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that
Do you
one was
remember that
so
one?
good.
Yes.
That one was pretty
only
good.
Well, there you
bits and
go.
We
pieces,
watch that one every year too.
That's actually a Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a classic movie because it came out a long time ago from after the book.
I'm
Dude,
curious how
but-
many versions of that there is.
There's
yeah,
the Muppet version.
Yeah.
There's the
Yeah.
Bill Murray version.
Scrooge.
Scrooge.
Scrooged.
There's
the
the
Disney
new one
one.
with Jim Carrey.
What?
The Jim Carrey one, the
Yeah,
CGI. like
it's
the
a
animated.
CGI. It's a Disney one, but they did it more towards the book. It's actually really kind of creepy.
But even in the Disney one, the freaking Ghost of Future was scary.
Guys, I'm like having so many.
No, was it Pete? Yeah, he
yeah,
was
then the
smoking
Mickey
his
Mouse
like,
one, Pete. Yeah, he's smoking his cigar.
you
Like,
don't remember?
My brain's waking up because I'm starting to get like all these.
the flood of
Yeah,
memories.
like the Muppets ones. Where Marley and Marley. I forgot about that.
Dude, they were so good.
Yeah.
Charlie
Okay.
Brown's Christmas.
Oh,
Yep.
That was 60s.
You know,
really?
I don't
With
know if
the-
I've
He's
seen
all right.
that
I'm
too.
not a big
the
fan of
ragged
Charlie
little
Brown.
Christmas
Oh,
tree.
I'm just throwing it out
But yeah,
there.
I mean,
Not
I feel
a-
like it's one of the ones we
you
would
don't
see
like
every
Charlie
year.
Browns? I
just-
love the
yeah,
Charlie
he's
Brown
okay.
specials.
he's okay. I'll agree.
Yeah.
Kid
Charlie
needs
Brown,
some
You know
self-esteem.
what? That's
dang
why
it.
he doesn't have self-esteem because everybody thinks he's just okay.
Everyone thinks he's just okay because he doesn't have
Self-esteem,
self-esteem.
you wouldn't care. I mean,
That's why Zach relates to him.
Hey,
On a spiritual level, he connects to Charlie
he's
Brown.
your spirit animal.
You know, I know, kind
Does
of
not require a spirit.
quick jump off of the Christmas, but just on the Peanuts thing, the latest Peanuts movie where they tried to bring
Peanuts.
back the classic. I actually really liked that. Did you guys see it?
No.
yeah, the new
No.
Peanuts
Okay.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, peanuts.
Is it
actually really good.
CGI? Is that what it
Peanut.
is?
I
I thought I saw
I
like
see
a
what you're saying.
Peanuts one where it was
it's like
CGI.
really
It's
advanced.
CGI, but it's like done in a way to keep that classic
Yeah,
feel.
that classic
Did
cartoon
Wallace and
style.
Gromit have a Christmas one?
Do they really?
I'm asking. Do
Oh,
they?
I mean, I wouldn't
They
be
have a
surprised.
Halloween one.
Wallace
Curse of
and
the Were
Gromit is
Rabbit.
one of those like
I
random.
love Wallace.
great
and Gromit.
shows.
Oh, if we're talking comics with Christmas, hands down, my favorite is Garfield. Garfield's Christmas.
They have is it
There's
a
a
Christmas
Garfield's
episode
Christmas?
though, or is it an actual Christmas film?
It's a Christmas film, but it's only like a half hour long. So it's an
Short
episode, but it is, a short film. Oh, and at the very beginning of it, he's dreaming, and John gets him this chair that the Santa cap comes down on your head, and whatever you think pops out of the Santa bag. And every time I watch that, I mean, if only.
It's a dream of Tony's. 1000%.
Dude, when I
It
was
would
a
be
kid.
frightening what pops out of that bag, though. Let's be honest.
Speaking of Christmas, though, now that you say that, when I was a kid, I always dreamt of having a superpower, and I made this up in my head that you could reach into any like magazine or advertisement or TV commercial and grab the thing you wanted, and were able to pull it out.
Wasn't that in an actual movie?
I don't know.
That was his super.
I just
Charlie-
remember dreaming
Charlie
that
and the
up.
Chocolate
like,
Factory?
because you'd get the big toy like magazine every Christmas from Toys R Us. and you
would
just
be cool.
sit there and stare at it, read through it. I was just like, I just want to grab it.
Could you imagine doing that with a cookbook?
Oh my gosh, that'd be fantastic.
Sorry, that's
Now,
Ken.
Adult
that's what I
dreams.
want on my Christmas wish list now is a
Yep.
cookbook that I can reach into and just
So
grab.
my
Never have
adult
to cook again.
thought with that is to be able to reach into my pocket and pull out any amount of cash that I need. It's like, oh, that's $10. Okay, and you just reach in, pull out
That's
$10.
the American dream.
Just have a
Right.
magical card
America.
that has exactly what you need.
I thought it was
I've
just
got like 3 of those in my
snapping
wallet
Yeah,
right now.
snap your fingers, $10 every time.
They're so lost.
I know.
We
I
were
have no
talking
idea.
about it the other day during our live stream. How Cam asked me if we wanted.
Would
if
you
would
rather
have $10 million or be able to snap $10 anytime you wanted?
Every time you snap, you get $10.
I was like,
Oh,
easily.
snap.
Thank you.
What?
And that's what I wanted to do too until I realized this very important fact. What if you lose your fingers?
I would find another way to snap.
Touche.
I'm going back to the $10.
$10 million.
$100.
$10 million. That's my pick there.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
And invest it. I bet you get more on
Oh,
it.
that's exactly my
It's
argument.
true. It's true.
Now, there's also on here the shop around the corner. I've never even heard of that one.
Yeah,
Shop around the corner.
this list I'm on too, Rotten Tomatoes. There's some on here that I no idea.
I feel like those are again those truly classic old ones like that are the ones they
Prancer.
show every Christmas.
I just
like
saw-
somebody plays it.
I just saw Prancer. Did you guys see Prancer?
I never saw Prancer.
I never saw it, but this girl that I used to work with, hands down, was her favorite movie, and we would give her a hard time for it.
I
But
remember it. It had funny parts in it, but
Oh, there's the little drummer boy.
I hated that.
I hated that
Hated it.
film too, dude. I hated it so much.
Could not stand it. I don't even. I hate the song.
I same too. Me too. I hate the song.
as you sing
Except-
it the next 10 days.
Exactly.
Except Pentatonics, their little
Yes.
drummer boy song,
cool.
the best.
Yes.
The best. I'll
Their
rock
version
that
of
all
any
Christmas.
Their
Christmas
version of
song.
all of them are fantastic.
yes,
Okay, so we got White Christmas here. We've got
Babes in Toyland,
Remember the Night?
Babes
1934.
in Toyland.
Never seen it.
I
Just-
loved that
Oh,
show.
that's the old one.
Was Toys with Robin Williams? Was that a Christmas show?
No.
no,
No.
he just owned like a toy
Yeah.
factory.
That was
or
a
toy
creepy
house.
show.
That was creepy.
That was creepy.
Christmas in Connecticut. Let's see. I'm still growing here. Beyond Tomorrow.
Let's just say if it was on Hallmark Channel, it doesn't count.
Deal. I'll agree to that.
They pump out Christmas movies like more than anyone else.
That is
All
That's
I
all
know.
they make.
That is all that is on at our house.
But have you noticed that I want to say the people, but really it's, have you ever noticed that the girls who are into Hallmark Christmas are way into Hallmark Christmas films?
Like not even a tiny bit.
Kara, that would be you.
It's either you hate it or
you're
you
all
are
in.
1000% a fan.
You
And
know-
that's all you play.
You know
Yep.
they're running out of ideas when they end up making a movie off of a song.
We literally.
buy these shoes.
My wife was
That
watching.
one, the Christmas shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and they look at like pop stars from the 90s, and it's like, hey, you want to be in a Christmas movie? Like,
That's true.
Dude, my
Right?
wife was watching one on Netflix,
Britney.
like a Christmas movie, a Netflix original like Christmas movie. In the middle of it, I was like, okay, this is what's gonna happen. Bam, 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 bam. And sure enough, it all happened. I was like, every single one
Every one
Yeah.
are the
uses
same.
the same
Yeah.
freaking equation to make their dang movie.
Instead of falling for the rich boy, they go for the, I don't know, the
No, they want the rich guy,
The-
but then
the-
they're like,
yeah.
no, actually, I want you. And then they get with them, and then something happens, and they get torn apart. And then she's like, okay, fine, I'll go with the rich boy. And then the other guy comes back, he's like, no, I still want you, baby, I love you. And then they get together, and there's a magical Christmas gift. And
It's like the poor lumberjack from Connecticut.
Yes.
That only makes
They-
$5.50 an hour.
they got out of a
Connecticut.
nowhere
But-
town and return later.
But he turns out to be like a self-made millionaire, and he just does that because he enjoys it.
And he's making sculptures out of
so she
lightning in the
still gets
sand.
the rich guy, but the guy who's down to earth as well.
Hey,
exactly.
that's that one. No,
This is Matthew
he's
McConaughey.
he's a lonesome chainsaw sculptor, ice sculptor.
And it turns out he's really rich, but he's humble too.
You know what? We should totally just write Christmas films. I think we would make a killing.
oh, kill it.
Okay. So
And then everybody dies in the end just to change it up.
just like Game of Thrones.
Yes.
We're gonna Game of
the-
Thrones
that's
this
the
up.
apocalypse.
He dies. She dies. And a
Like,
dragon.
Nobody
For no
likes
reason.
you, but you're gonna win.
Completely random ways.
I'm the one who deserves it the most. We're gonna kick you out and see you later.
Yeah.
Complete random ways. It's like you think it's about to end, all of a sudden an icicle falls off the house and kills the guy.
Yes.
She's standing there like, what just
Krampus
happened?
shows up and cuts his head off. I don't know.
Then she spends the rest of the episode just in a psychiatric
It goes
ward.
Final Fantasy.
Yes.
Oh no, Final Destination.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Final
Yeah.
Destination.
Chainsaw flies off.
Christmas Final Destination. That'd be great.
Oh my
We need
goodness.
that.
What would be awesome is if it starts out really cutesy lovey-dovey for like the first half hour, really builds it up, and then all of a sudden,
No, just like a minute. Just a minute of it.
All I know is I want to see
Doom on
someone
you.
get impaled by a pine tree from a car
What
up
if-
the anus.
This is what needs to happen. No,
that
This is-
actually happened
wow.
in Final Destination
this
2.
is what needs
Did
to
it
happen.
really? Did it really?
Eh, not up the anus.
Well, no, you guys, I think we're onto something. We need to make a movie where at least the first 10, 15 minutes are Hallmark Channel worthy. Okay. So you can make an advertisement out of that first 10 to 15 minutes. It gets all the guys. Their wives make them go watch this movie. 15 minutes in, the guy's like, yes, let's do this. And the wife's stuck there and has to watch your movie. Yes.
As
that
they're
is
walking into it, though, they're why is this
brilliant.
rated R?
So
No, you just make it not rated.
They go.
TV mature.
NR?
Yes.
They go to cut down the Christmas tree. The Christmas tree falls on the husband, breaks his legs. The wolves come out,
Oh,
eat
snap.
the husband.
Now the
Mama-
mom and children have to get
Mom
out of
with
the
their 2-year-old are
forest.
trying to get out of the forest,
Ooh.
chased
Dark.
by the pack of wolves.
But it
So-
turns out
and
it's
then
not a
Liam
normal
Neeson shows up.
forest. It's full of cannibal midgets.
Elves, cannibal elves.
Little people. Little people.
Elves. They're elves.
There you go.
So we're kind of like jumping all over the place here, but that reminds me, have you seen previews to Fat Man?
No.
looks
Wait.
great.
Fat man.
Really?
Yes.
So Mel Gibson is playing Santa Claus, but he's like BA. And like
Buffed
this,
up,
this kid gets
shooting
coal for
guns.
Christmas, so he hires a hitman to go after Mel Gibson.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it looks so legit.
This sounds
I'm
like
so
Okay.
excited.
This sounds like a Christmas movie I can get behind.
All right. To wrap things up on the classic. Think of your favorites. I don't know. Should we vote? Like, should we talk about our favorites?
To be honest, I guess I could pick a favorite. Yeah.
Do we pick a favorite to move forward?
And if we get stuck in a division, we debate it.
Deal.
If we're gonna do this with each generation,
Well, I more so meant like we'll just pick our own favorite.
Okay.
Say it, and then we'll move on to
on.
the next genre.
Okay, fine. We'll do that.
Does that work?
Yeah, go.
Fine.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Go ahead.
Classics. Do you want me to start? I'm just going to
Go ahead. Yeah.
Christmas Vacation.
wait,
that's
I thought-
not a classic.
I
That's
thought-
too modern.
Was
We-
that not
we
part of it?
decided
Oh,
it
so
was
we got
too
rid of
modern.
Christmas Story and Christmas Vacation
Yes,
in
we
this
sold it.
category.
We're
too
saying
modern.
like before the 80s.
Yes.
So
Okay.
60s ish.
Too modern.
I'd say Claymation Christmas.
Really? That's so interesting.
Well, it's got the
because
most.
I haven't seen
Here's
it.
the other hard thing about this is that it depends on what you watched as a kid and what memories and feelings you tie to it.
That's true. Okay.
I would have to
Chris?
go with one of the claymation ones too. I would have to say What's the one about Santa Claus? Is it Santa Claus?
Chris Kringle.
Chris
I think
Kringle.
it's Chris. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds right.
With the Island of Misfit
Yeah.
Toys.
Yeah. Or is that Rudolph?
That's Rudolph
That's
with the
Rudolph.
Island of Misfit
I mean,
Toys.
yeah, not that one. The one with the minor.
They
So
kind of all
Rudolph.
tie together though a little bit, right?
Yep.
What's Rudolph had the minor too, or the?
I remember
think
the
that was
minor in
Chris
Rudolph.
They might be in both, but the Island of Misfit Toys is Rudolph because he makes friends there.
What's the elf he makes friends with? The one that can't make toys or
No,
whatever.
I don't like
He
him.
just sucks at making toys.
What does he say he wants to be? I want to be.
He wants to be a
accountant?
dentist.
Dentist. That's
Yeah.
right.
I forgot.
I would have to say for me personally, it'd be Frosty the Snowman. That's just an animated
That's a good
film
one.
that
Okay,
I've
that's a good
always
one.
liked growing
All
up.
right.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
I didn't care for many older Christmas films, so that was like a new enough for me.
See, mine kind of same kind of explanation there is for how the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I'm gonna go with that one, the original animated one.
And correction, it's not Chris Kringle. It's Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Yeah, that one.
Zach,
I would have to say I'm torn between cams. I really like that one. The claymation Christmas.
So
or whatever.
good.
Love it. That or Disney's Christmas Carol with Mickey Mouse.
I think we all just collectively sighed and went, yeah.
Christmas Carol? Disney Christmas Carol?
Disney's Christmas Carol.
I mean, we weren't planning
Tony's
on
not doing it.
Okay,
Disney's
wait.
Christmas Carol? Okay. You're the odd man out.
that was really
I've
good.
only seen it like once.
Mickey
so.
Mouse.
That's all
Frederick
it
Duck.
takes.
Spirit.
That's all it takes. Okay, moving on to the next genre. We'll go to a more modern
Muppets.
take. Films we actually grew up on.
So
There we go.
80s and
80s.
90s.
This is gonna
80s
be
and 90s.
this is gonna be the best section.
Yes.
I mean, it could even be the 2000s. Let's be honest. Because there will be another section that will talk about Christmas films that aren't
What's it-
necessarily Christmas themed, but take place during Christmas that are considered Christmas movies.
Okay, but I would say like
That's so
through our
wow.
childhood. So
Christmassy
I would say
movies.
childhood. So 80s to 99.
Okay. We
right.
could.
Because then the next section can be like modern and not necessarily Christmas. Then we have 3 sections.
There you go.
Boom, boom, boom.
Well, that's 4, right?
Boom, boom, boom,
We're on
boom.
our second, which is like 80s to 90s right now, or 99.
But then the next one would be modern.
I would say modern and ones that aren't. Because I don't know if there's enough. Are there enough modern ones?
Oh yeah.
Okay, fine. We'll do
When
that.
you start really digging in, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
right.
So next one, childhood holiday movies.
I'm gonna start this one off
Okay.
with one that is like off the wall.
Deal.
Don't take mine.
Jingle all the way.
Bro, Arnold.
That's not off the wall. That's like one of the iconic.
It's actually funny. I'm realizing now that that's kind of becoming a cult classic Christmas movie.
I
Like,
always considered it one of the classics.
when I was a kid, I loved it, but I had friends who were like, "That movie's stupid. It's so
movie
dumb."
was fantastic. Who
were
did want
those
a Turbo
friends,
Man
Zach?
that year?
What?
Who are those friends?
Yeah,
Friends
they're
I'm
not
friends
us.
with anymore.
Exactly. They're not friends.
We've gone over this. Anyone you were friends with before us doesn't count.
Okay.
Now I gotta find a new one.
Okay.
Dude, Home
Jingle all the
Alone,
way.
obviously.
I had a Turbo Man, like
Hey.
a legit Turbo Man.
My
Hey.
buddy did.
I'm sorry, Chris.
Home Alone.
Home Malone. I'm wearing a Christmas sweater that says Home Malone with a picture of Post Malone on it.
Dude, Home Alone and Home Alone 2, like,
After that, they just
oh yeah. Well,
President
once
Trump's in
Macaulay
Home Alone
Culkin
2.
pieced out, he was.
And he helped the kid.
He
Yeah,
did.
he was very helpful to him.
what a nice guy.
Dude, such
I mean,
good
there's
movies, though.
mixed nuts in there. Mixed nuts.
So I said one earlier, Christmas Vacation. That
Yep.
is, oh my gosh.
Yup.
I have watched that countless times.
That's one of those ones as a kid, it's kind of annoying to have to watch. But once you're old enough to like understand it, it's freaking hilarious.
well, like as a kid, I still loved it. I just laughed at different parts.
Can't stand
Yeah.
those
That-
movies. Sorry.
National Lampoons.
I'm with Chris.
Which ones?
No, Christmas Vacation is the only one I like.
Really?
You talking
love-
Christmas Vacation?
Yeah, I can't stand it.
I cannot stand
Are you
a
ta-
Christmas Vacation.
Are you talking about
Oh
like
my
all the ones with
gosh.
Chevy Chase
I
or just
can't-
Christmas Vacation?
I can't handle any
No.
Christmas Vacation.
Holy
films.
crap.
Well, there's only one.
Well, you got
I
There's
can't.
you got
two.
National
There's
Lampoon's
National
Vacation, and then
Lampoons.
European
I can't do any of
Vacation,
them.
and then Christmas Vacation and Vegas Vacation. All amazing movies.
And then there's just Vacation with Rusty growing
Oh,
up.
Dude,
gosh, yes.
my favorite part in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is the part where the icicle like shoots through the neighbors and destroys the sound system.
Well,
And he
something
comes
had
in
to break.
and he's playing with it and he's like, well, something had to break it. And she's like, well, I didn't. What do you think it was? He's like, I don't know, Margot.
No, she goes,
she goes,
why
"Why
is
is-
the carpet all
Oh,
wet,
that's right.
Todd?
I don't know, Margot. That for whatever reason, that is my I like get up excited, waiting for it to come in that part.
That movie, oh my gosh.
like him.
I
At
don't
all.
know,
With
Margot.
a deep burning in my soul, I despise.
Well, what do you
my
hate
heck,
about
that
it?
like disappoints me.
all of them?
No, again though, we're just Christmas
Just
Vacation.
The humor doesn't get to me at all.
Jeez.
It's one of those that as a kid annoyed me and as an
Crapper's
adult
full.
it
Yeah,
annoys me.
it's-
Dude, when the cat goes in, is chewing on the
Oh my
electrical
God.
cable. Just,
Well, if he had 9 lives, he just burned them all.
or the part where they're
Chevy
like,
Chase is too much in them.
well, the part where they're like,
I
hey,
I don't know.
say grace. What? They want you to say grace.
Grace?
died 30 years ago. The blessing.
They cut
And
into
then
the
she's-
turkey.
Well, then she stands up and goes, "Oh no, that's at the end, right?"
I
she
pledge
starts.
allegiance
Yeah.
to the flag.
That's right. And then at the end,
Cousin
she
Eddie.
starts singing "Oh Say Can't You See" or something like that.
I love
yeah.
that you guys love them and this enthusiastic about them.
so
But I do
funny.
though.
Yeah.
It makes my heart happy.
Hey, and that's okay.
Hate them.
It's okay.
I gotta say, now hearing how enthusiastic you guys are about him, I kind of want to watch him collectively. Like,
Oh
with
my
all you
yes.
guys.
gosh.
It'd be one of those
Yes.
mood settings where
Yeah.
it'd grow on you from.
I will
who's around.
host. Because I love it. I have to watch it every year.
Okay.
Oh,
Can we
it's-
get the little freaking moose mugs? We'll all drink eggnog out of
Rocky
moose
the
mugs.
Bullwinkle mugs.
Yep.
Or the part. There's the other part. This is I love quoting this one where he's sitting there and he's got the mug or whatever. He's in his office. Everybody's walking by and he goes, "Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Kiss my ass. Kiss his ass. Kiss your ass."
Happy Hanukkah.
It's all
He
over.
just has all the colleagues who walk by. He just keeps saying it, just ranting it off.
Where do you
So
think you're going
funny.
to put a tree that big, Griswold? Bend over and I'll show you. You've got a lot of nerve talking to me that way. I wasn't talking to you.
Holy crap, they got this down. Okay,
Every
so
Christmas.
All right.
okay, next
Moving on.
one, I'll say because it wasn't included in the classics section, there's a Christmas movie.
A Christmas story.
Christmas
or
Story.
a Christmas
Yes.
Story, very sorry.
I like that one.
Personally,
shoot your eye out.
again, another one of those films for me personally,
Yeah,
I did
that's-
not like.
That's one I'm just not a big fan of.
I love it, but it is definitely overplayed.
Jess has never seen it, and she's like, "Do I need to see it?" I'm like, to
Yes.
be honest, no.
No,
can't
you
waste
have
your
to
time.
see
She
it.
needs to
Just
see
you
it.
need to see it.
Just to
Just
decide
once.
that she for sure doesn't
You
like
need to see it.
It's a really slow movie though.
It
You
is.
good?
It really is.
Sorry, I have a hair in front of my eye, and I can't figure out where it is. Thank you, sir.
Drink your Ovaltine.
Oh, that part
Son
pissed
of a-
me off. That part made me so mad. As a kid.
I had it as a text tone during Christmas time. The part where he's like, "Oh fuck."
You know what I think it is too? Is it reminded me of remember the TV show The Wonder Years?
Yes.
Hated it. What? Hated it.
Oh, I love the
Which
Wonder
Loathed and
Years.
despised. And the Christmas Story is very much the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Loathed entirely.
Grinch. There you go.
There you go.
It's
The
later.
Grinch.
That's later.
That's
No,
after
that's
2000.
That's 2000.
That's
No
after
way.
2000.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Man, we're old.
How's that? That makes us not old. What are you talking about? It'd be the reverse if it was part
I
of the
feel
90s.
like I was young when I watched it. We're old.
That's reverse thinking, Cam.
Yeah,
You're thinking backwards.
I'm with Austin on
Okay.
that one. That's
I gotta think of one. I can't.
so. Here's what.
Santa Claus.
There you go.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
No.
Tim Allen.
That's that is 90s. The
Yeah.
first
Santa
one, right?
Claus.
It's like
First
95.
First one is
Yeah,
90s.
I love
I
the Santa
love-
Claus.
Is the
Santa
second one the
Claus.
90s?
Tim Allen as the Santa Claus was perfect casting.
He was.
Absolutely perfect.
He's a stud. I love that guy.
The humor is right up my alley.
Yeah.
It's a great story. Even the sequels are decent, which is hard.
The second one is fantastic. It's like the first and second are pretty on par with each other. The third one's kind of a.
What's
I
the
still
third
didn't
one?
mind the third one.
The
with
second
Jack
one.
It's
Frost.
watchable,
That's
but
the
it's
third
harder.
one?
The third one's with Jack Frost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate Martin Short.
Martin Short.
I
That
don't
one's
like him.
that one's difficult to watch.
I have a hard time with him. Well, okay. I lied. There's some movies that I have seen that I'm okay with.
Hey,
him,
we can go
but for
see
most part-
the Santa
No.
Claus tomorrow at 3, 6:30, or 6:25.
What? At like a local theater?
Yeah, they're
Tinseltown.
playing at Tinseltown.
Oh, dude, I want to go.
We should do that.
Okay, also in that same time frame, there's the I'll Be Home for Christmas, another
I actually
similar-
liked that one.
I love that
With Jonathan
Which one
Taylor
was that
Thomas.
one?
JTT.
Did I see that one?
It's,
Was
it's
that
the whole-
90s?
It's he's
you
trying
sure?
he's trying to get
98.
home
98.
and everything's
Wow.
like stopping him from
I like that one.
That was a
yes.
good movie.
In fact, we watched that the other day when we put up our Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's a
I
great
made
film.
the girls watch that one.
I loved that film.
So there's some 80s Christmas movies I'm looking at, but I think they'll probably fall under the category of not considered Christmas movies.
Let's hear it.
Well, one is we've talked about this in one of our past episodes that Zach and I stand alone on, A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh my goodness!
It's not a Christmas movie.
Yes, it is. It has Christmas in the title.
means nothing.
I love it.
I love that I'm not
But
the
it
minority
actually
in
also
this.
in the title says that it's not about Christmas.
It's before.
It's the nightmare that happens
The night before
Before.
Christmas.
What
about the
nightmare
night before Christmas?
The nightmare before.
Yeah,
That's
Christmas.
how we finish
Yeah,
each other's
before it.
sandwiches.
What about the night
That's what
before
I said.
Christmas?
Yeah, what about the night before Christmas?
Well, that's about Christmas.
Okay,
coming,
so
you
why
know?
can't the nightmare before be nightmare
That's-
before Christmas?
it's
be a
about Christmas
movie?
coming as well.
Yes,
'cause
it's
it's-
about them taking over Christmas and making it a nightmare.
Because it's not good.
Just admit it's a Christmas movie and that you don't like it.
Agree to disagree. I'm Todd. Don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me. Yeah. All right.
Douchebags.
Okay. We can disagree.
Okay.
We don't have to.
So here's
agree.
one we can all agree on. That again, 80s movie, so it's in this genre, but it could fall under not a Christmas movie.
Oh, please say it.
Die Hard.
Yes.
Die Hard.
Yes, but that was also
Christmas
one I wasn't
movie.
allowed to watch as a child.
Wrong genre, though.
snuck it.
That comes later.
That's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
So, I read a meme or whatever on Facebook the other day about Die Hard.
Yeah.
And it basically was like, he's like, wife came home and he's like, I want to apologize. And she's like, what? And he goes, so the kid was running around today yelling yippee-ki-yay, and I might have finished the sentence for him, and he knows a new phrase.
Okay.
Okay, so here's another.
Dude, Babes in Toyland had Keanu Reeves in it.
Yes.
Okay.
My wife would be upset if I didn't mention this one, I'm sure. While You Were Sleeping.
What?
That's a Christmas movie?
Yeah,
What
it takes
even
place
is
during
that?
I remember that
Bill
movie.
Pullman.
Is that with Sandra Bullock?
Sandra Bullock.
I remember that movie. I did not know it was a Christmas movie.
What?
It's just
No.
a creepy title.
Voted
so-
no.
What about the Ernest Saves Christmas?
Oh,
I haven't seen that
I
one.
never
okay.
watched it, but I remember.
So on
it
the
being a
Christmas
thing.
Carol thing, there's another version of a Christmas Carol. All Dogs
I
All
saw
Dogs Christmas
that.
Carol. So it's like All Dogs Go to Heaven, but
haven't
All
seen
Dogs
that.
Christmas
Really?
Carol.
But they know where we stand on All Dogs Go to
Yeah,
Heaven.
that's true.
I hate
I
that
do
movie.
have to say one that we already touched on, but now falls into this realm is Scrooged. Loved Bill
You
Murray.
know, I hate to admit
I
that I
love
have
that
not
show.
seen that.
Have you really not?
You
I
need to
haven't.
borrow it from me.
Dude, you
It's good.
1000% would love it.
I know,
is
I want to
great.
see it. I really do.
It is
I
fantastic.
think the reason I didn't is because my parents had it on when I was younger, and there was a scene when that tooth fairy looking chick was giving him like a really hard time,
She's
and
annoying.
she annoyed the crap out of me,
She
and so I
is.
was like, nah, I'm not gonna bother. And then
Oh.
I just haven't had a chance to watch it.
I thought you
since.
were gonna say the future guy came in and he's like terrifying, and that's 1000%
Oh yeah,
true.
see, I haven't seen
He's
that.
way
but-
scary.
Dude, the future guy's always the scariest one. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's like, you gonna die, bud.
This one we can throw in a Muppet Christmas Carol.
Love that one.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I hate Muppets. Hate them.
Ah,
Because they're in the category of dolls and mannequins.
Okay,
you
I can
lived
see
a
that.
very sad life.
I watched it every time,
Oh,
but I
okay.
hated it. Same with like, what was it, a Muppet Treasure Island. Muppet Treasure
sweated
Island.
the whole
yes.
The freaking creepy dude comes to the door and he's like blind. He's like, "Get a black spot" or whatever. It freaked me out. But
With I can't remember his name. Plays it.
oh,
original- the
Ted-
original,
or,
yeah.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry.
Tim
Yes.
Curry.
I was gonna say Ted
He was also in
Danson.
Home Alone.
Oh,
He was.
Home
The
Alone
second
2.
one.
Two.
Home Alone 2.
Yes.
He was annoying butler, huh?
I
Oh,
love
No,
that.
the concierge.
The maitre d'
Yeah.
or
The
whatever.
hotel concierge, yeah.
Yeah, he came in and he's got the blow up doll in the bathtub and he's dancing and he like starts yelling at him.
love you.
Whenever he smiles, I just want to be like, stop.
He does have a creepy
He's scary,
grin.
dude.
He does, and that's why he was
But
cast
when
for
she's
those
like
roles.
in that, and she's like, "What kind of morons do you have working here? The best."
I love that you guys can just quote films like crazy. Okay,
The Home Alones, though, man. Ugh.
any what would you guys say
So
would be your
good.
favorite
Wait,
from
hang
that
on.
genre?
One
Oh, do
more.
we got one more.
I don't know if this falls under the not a Christmas movie, but Edward Scissorhands.
That's not a Christmas movie.
No.
It takes place during Christmas.
It's Tim
Okay.
Burton.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to say, shut up, Chris.
I agree with Chris.
I agree with. I agree with Tony.
Yeah, I knew what Tony does.
No, I
Chris.
meant I was
Chris,
agreeing
the
with Tony
truth.
for shut up, Chris.
That's called
what
a
I was meant to
Freudian
say.
slip.
Okay.
Look it up.
Hang
I've
on.
never told you to
Hush,
shut
Cam.
up.
Hang on. So Austin said
Shut up.
it's not a Christmas movie because it only takes place during Christmas. So define any other Christmas movie.
A Christmas
agree.
movie is about like they're about the Christmas holiday.
Yeah. Not about some creep.
It's not like a story that happens to be taking place during Christmas.
Okay,
So that'll go in the other category.
So why is it
we'll
we're,
talk about
why
it.
is it we're all on the same topic or on we're all on the same page with Die Hard that it's a Christmas movie, but not Edward Scissorhands?
No, he
We're
did
not.
say it goes in the other category.
It'll go in the other
okay.
category.
Yeah.
It'll go in the other category.
Okay,
Don't worry,
okay,
guys.
okay.
No, wait, there is a category for it because there's actually
They're
a
both Christmas
lot of
movies, it's
movies
okay.
that happen during Christmas, but they're
Yes.
not Christmas movies.
They're both
Fair
Christmas
enough.
Because
movies.
typically,
But it could still be a Christmas film.
I would
We'll
give
get to
you-
that point.
I'd give you A Nightmare Before Christmas before Edward Scissorhands.
Same.
yes.
But we'll get to there. But for now,
No,
we got
Nightmare
we
Before
gotta-
Christmas is Christmas.
Okay, we'll get there.
You know what,
I will mute you.
This is a
Speak one
compromise. We'll give you Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
It's not going to win, but
Dang
we'll give
straight
it to
you
you.
will.
Okay. As far as 80s and 90s, childhood, Christmas, what are your favorites? Let's go.
So hard.
It's so hard. It really is.
That's when all the best ones were out. I think
I dare say we can take that crown that we grew up with the best Christmas.
Oh, we did.
Guaranteed.
Like I feel nowadays, and we'll get on this in the next subject. Like I don't think there's many movies made to the same caliber, like Christmas movies, that they were then.
I feel like movies as a whole,
True,
personally,
they're all remakes.
comedies, horrors, Christmas, action,
I
80s
find-
and 90s killed it.
I find that nowadays I like a movie if it's just a story I've never heard.
Right?
Like it doesn't
There
even have
you
to be
go.
that great, but if the story is different, I'm like, this movie's fantastic.
That's valid.
You know what I mean?
That is valid.
So I'm gonna stick with Christmas Vacation. That's my vote.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Home Alone,
Home Alone was
but
nipping
I
at its
don't
heels.
know if I should go with one or two.
You could go with the double hitter. I don't care.
Home Alone 1 and 2
Home
together.
Alones.
They are one. You watch them in a
Home Alone 12. It's 1 and 2.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. I love it. I love it. Chris?
Santa Claus.
I love it. Is that
Too.
I gotta go with the OG Santa Claus.
Dude, I'm
So
gonna have
good.
to hit the triple here. Santa Claus.
Dude, I do
I
love Santa
love
Claus. I do
Tim
love Santa
Allen.
Claus.
That's
I love a Santa Claus.
I do
from
love
the
it.
first time I watched
right,
that
they're right
movie,
there.
I fell in love.
You know, in fairness with that, kind of with Home Alone 2, it's one of the very few Christmas movies that there was multiple done that I have enjoyed each one.
Yep.
Well, Home Alone after number 2, no, but
Well,
1
yeah,
and
as soon as
2.
Macaulay Culkin's
Home
gone.
Alone
Yeah.
3 was all right.
Stupid.
I actually watched that one a lot.
didn't see that
when
one.
I was younger.
But the Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3, I enjoy all 3.
Yeah, so good. Okay.
All right.
Yes.
There we are. Now on to the modern day topic, films after the 2K. So right off the bat, I'm going to bring up Elf with Will Ferrell.
Yes.
Good
Is it
movie.
good?
Good movie.
Love that movie.
I will say it is a good movie and I really like it. I don't fully agree with the hype.
Okay, I can get
You know what I
behind
mean?
that.
Like some people are like, Elf is the best Christmas movie to ever exist ever, and I'm like, it's good.
It's up there.
It's good, but it's not the best.
Go ahead, Chris.
Do it.
I don't like it at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at
I'm sorry.
all. Okay.
I feel like
wow.
the Scrooge tonight. I'm like, no, I hate it. No.
See, I absolutely love Elf. I love Will Ferrell.
The part where he runs into the diner. Wow, you guys did it! Best copy ever. Good job.
But
Then he tastes
that's
it
one of the-
afterwards.
That's one of the very few Will Ferrell movies I enjoy.
I was gonna say I have a very hard time with Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Like I can only, I just can't do it.
See,
Sorry.
Well, see, and that's
I love him.
I will say though, I think what is it? Daddy's Home 2 is probably one of my favorite modern
So
day
that's
Christmas stories.
even. Oh, I guess that's.
I need to
possible.
watch that one.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
It's so good.
I need to
dude.
watch that one.
Especially now that
I
we're
love
all
Daddy's Home,
dads,
so
like it's even funnier.
See, I haven't seen either of them.
Which one's
But
this
again,
one?
it's because of
Daddy's
Will
Home
Ferrell.
with Will
I-
Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg.
and then they bring in Mel Gibson and John
and
Lithgow.
exactly. I think in this one, Will
this a
Ferrell's not.
Christmas
He's
film?
not over the top. The second one is.
Daddy's Home?
Yeah. Because it's all about
Yeah, they come
them getting
together
the
during
family
the
together
holidays.
for the holidays. and
Oh,
how
I
it's
have seen that one.
a big old cluster. and
Okay,
it's
yeah, that's where Mark
hilarious.
Wahlberg's like the cool dad.
Well, he's in the first one. You're
Okay.
introduced. Yeah, Mark Wahlberg's the kid's actual dad, and Will Ferrell's the stepdad.
Got you.
And so it's like the competition of who's
Yeah,
cooler.
yeah.
And then the second one, their dads come. So it's them and then their dads, and it's all about. It's so funny.
I'll have to
So
give it a
good.
shot.
But there's actually some really good ones that happened in the
I
2000s.
just think he's way
So,
over the top on it.
I gotta
He's pretty
say,
chill in this one.
one that I think's overrated. I enjoy it. Definitely not my favorite. I feel it's overrated. Polar Express.
I like that
Yeah,
one.
it's okay.
I like Polar
I
Express.
feel
Like,
like
it's okay.
I feel
I'm
like
not
that's one that's
bashing it, but-
definitely overplayed.
Yeah.
And
Actually, you
and
know what's funny? I saw that for the first time last year.
really-
What'd you think?
I don't even know if I
liked it.
remember
It's
seeing
good.
it all the way through.
I'll tell you what, that hot chocolate scene makes me crave hot chocolate more than anything.
Hot chocolate. Dude, what? Here we can put the Grinch.
Jim Carrey.
Jim
Grinch.
Carrey.
Carrey's Grinch. Phenomenal.
So along with that, the Benedict Cumberbatch Grinch, the animated one that just came out a couple years ago.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet.
Good.
Both of them, Jim Carrey and that one. I was honestly worried for this one because I was like, oh, they crushed it with Jim Carrey. Why would they even try again? But it actually was really good.
And you know what? The other weird part about that one is they even bring in a hip hop aspect with some music in the background, and you're like, you're kind of hesitant, but it actually works out really, really well.
Well,
I'll have to watch it.
even the guy narrating it, isn't it?
It's Will I Am, or is it Pharrell?
No, it's
Pharrell.
Pharrell, that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like the guy with the big hat.
The guy with the Arby's hat.
That's right. He narrates it, so yeah,
The reindeer in that cracks me up.
Oh yeah, the Fred or whatever his name is.
Yeah, that movie was actually surprisingly really
was-
good.
it
I
was
watched
really
it and I
good.
thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm excited for Micah to see it this year.
I highly recommend it. But yeah, the Jim Carrey one, fantastic as well.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. That's
Have you seen the meme where it's like me trying to entertain a baby, and it's the scene from The Grinch when he's like, "Ruh."
Well, and we were talking about the other day the scene where he rips the tablecloth out from under all the stuff. It was supposed to all fall down, but it didn't, so he just runs back and like hits everything off.
Yes.
yeah, love that. Love it.
He Jim carried the crap out of that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, he totally did.
Right.
And here's the thing. I feel like nowadays so many films are leaning too heavily on CG, computer graphics and animation. And that was one of those where it was purely aesthetics and like pulley systems.
Well,
and
because then
stuff like that.
it's timeless.
Yeah, and
like
it's
you look
just-
at like Jurassic Park, the original Jurassic
Yeah.
Park.
Oh, yeah.
He wanted it to be animatronics because he wanted it to last the test of time.
And it
and
will.
it has, and it will. And you watch that, and it's still up to par. It's
yeah.
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. So fun.
I really
Well, and so many people try too hard to mimic improv.
yeah.
You know what I mean? like
to mimic
Jim
improv,
Carrey.
yeah.
Jim Carrey can improv that stuff, and it's hilarious. But other people try to the improv.
See, and I feel like that's where I don't know, hate's a strong word, but for Will Ferrell is I feel like he thinks he's one of the comical geniuses that can do that, and I feel like he misses it.
Oh, see,
You
I
just
think he
really,
does.
really,
I think
don't
he
like
hits a
him.
lot of them.
I think he hits it hard.
I think
I
it's
liked
pretty
him on
funny.
Saturday Night Live though,
Yeah.
which is
More
weird.
cowbell.
Yeah.
If you watch, he actually did an interview with who's that late night host, the younger guy, kind of
Jimmy
bigger.
Fallon.
No, kind of
Chris
bigger.
Farley.
No,
He's
no.
sorry.
James
Kimmel.
Corden.
James
Yeah.
Corden. He did a
Yep.
Fill Your Guts episode with him, and they did a lot of improv. And oh my gosh, I was crying laughing. It was so funny. So anyway, I really, really love Will Ferrell. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse with it though. So keep going.
So another one in the 2000s, major chick flick, but I like it. Is
I already know what you're gonna say.
I think
The
you're-
Holiday.
Oh no, that's not what I thought you were gonna say.
Am I right?
He's right.
Yeah.
But
I'm not
honestly,
sure if I remember that.
That was mine and Kara's first date.
Cameron Diaz, Jack Black, Jude Law, and Kate Winslet, where
I don't know if I've
Kate
seen it.
Winslet and Cameron Diaz swap houses.
Oh, I
They
love
go
it.
on vacation
It's
or whatever.
honestly, it's hands down one of my favorite
right there,
chick
though.
flicks. I love it.
It's one we
I
already
don't
talked
know.
about.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's actually really, really good.
I need to see
I'll
that.
be honest.
See, that's another one that could almost be classified in that category of not a Christmas movie because it doesn't like it takes place during the holiday and it's called the holiday, blah blah blah, but it doesn't
It's a Christmas
focus on. I mean, I'm with you, but it doesn't focus on Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
See.
maybe that'll take place in the next category.
That was mine and Kara's first date and the first time I held her hand. And it meant
hand
nothing.
slut.
With the hand
meant
slut.
I
Hand
thought you were
slut.
going to say, when you said chick flick, I actually thought you were going to say the Ghosts of Christmas of Girlfriends Past
What is
with
that?
Matthew McConaughey.
That
and
one's
actually
Jennifer
pretty
Garner.
good.
I think that was pretty
I
good.
like that one.
It's Matthew McConaughey and Jennifer Garner, and it's like a weird spin of A Christmas Carol, and he gets visited by his girlfriends from the past on Christmas
seen
like
that
Eve,
one.
showing him
Interesting.
how like
That one's good.
messed up he was and how like basically
Dude.
like self-centered and vain he was, and like turning him into a better person.
Emma Stone as the ghost of the girlfriend's past, the past girlfriend, where she's like all 80s out and stuff. Oh man.
Dude,
She's like-
it was a good one. I really liked that one.
I'll have
Here
to
you go.
check that one out.
Just Friends.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
No, that falls under the
that's it, that
not a
falls-
Christmas movie.
I don't
Exactly.
know.
Yeah.
You're missing the point here. We're not calling it not a Christmas movie. I 100% agree it's a Christmas movie. We're just
I think-
putting those in its own little category.
But the
No,
whole
I
thing
think
is
that one
centered
is-
around Christmas. Like,
Missing the
I
point.
am not missing any
No,
point.
no. I think that one is a Christmas movie because again, all the events that happen are spurred on by Christmas and him going home for Christmas.
Yes.
being around his home
I
for
thought
Christmas.
the whole thing was
having
him
Christmas
trying
holidays.
to get Anna Faris to
Well,
Paris.
He only. Well, that's the problem. Is he wants to go home for Christmas, but his job is making him take her.
No,
and then he gets stuck in town because he sees the girl he loved when he was there.
He doesn't want to go home for Christmas. That's the point.
But he does. Like he has to for whatever reason.
No, he doesn't have to. They are on their way to Paris, and she puts the tinfoil in the microwave, makes the plane land in New Jersey, where his hometown is.
exactly.
So
So,
then
he
he
gets
visits-
forced into going
Yeah,
home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually will side that I do think this is a Christmas film.
Yay!
Well, I'm not doubting it's a. Okay,
Yes, you
I
are.
win again.
it's a Christmas movie. I'm with you.
Yes.
I just
Tony-
assumed it was under
Tony's
the
great.
other.
I
Maybe
love him.
you don't get the
I
concept.
don't think he gets the concept.
I love this guy. I love this guy.
Exploited, deleted. Exploited, deleted.
Okay, all right. Just Friends, though. I gotta say, I never even thought of that till just now. But yeah, I love that film.
That's
I
It's
can.
so
That's
good.
another
So
one.
good.
That's another one I can quote almost beginning to end. I love Just Friends.
I just love Ryan Reynolds.
The part where the freaking kid with the guitar. When he comes in, he like they're talking behind the curtain or whatever. He pokes his head out. He's like, "Would you guys like to join us in a song to commemorate the birth of our Lord?"
I love him when it's showing him young and he comes in. He's all zit faced.
He's like, "When Jamie smiles, stop. When Jamie smiles, son of a." Oh,
he
Dusty,
stops, "Come on, Dusty." Yeah. It's a joke. It's a joke between me and Jamie. Jesus, look at his shirt.
It's so good. I love that movie so much.
Dusty Dinkelman.
His brother. Oh, we get.
Dusty. Simply Dusty.
He's
Is
from
there any
Jersey.
other
He
way?
skis in his jeans.
This is a Pontiac Grand Prix. That's the part that I like too. When he pulls off the road, Mariah Carey. And he's like,
I also love the part where Anna Faris falls off the second story and she's all zonked out on
she's like,
painkillers.
oh, yeah.
And
Eating
she's like,
toothpaste.
yeah, she's like blueberry.
Did you know? Oh, go ahead.
I also have always envied the relationship between him and his brother.
Yes.
That like physical
Yes.
Right?
beating up,
Just
like
beating
the
each
best
other all
buds.
the
And they
time.
love each other.
Oh, I've always wanted that in a brother, and
Flashbacks.
man, I would love that so much.
Did you know that some of those scenes when like he gives her the full body shake because he's just awkwardly giving her that hug, like they pulled those from actual stories of people that were involved in the movie. Like if you
No
watch the special
way.
features, they
That's
all like
funny.
gave their like worst dates, worst Christmas experiences, and that actually happened to somebody.
That's awesome.
So awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh man, I
Okay.
love Just Friends.
What about?
Go ahead.
I got it. There's quite a few actually.
There are. We need to burn through them, man.
Christmas with the Cranks.
Man.
I was gonna mention that one.
That is a fun movie.
I was saving that one, but I love that
That's
movie.
another one I haven't seen.
That is one of my. I watch it every year.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
another good old Tim Allen movie.
Yes.
Have you seen Four Christmases?
Yes, that was another one.
See, I wasn't the biggest fan of that one. Probably because it was almost too negative. Like just the whole time I don't know. I was like rooting for them, and it just wasn't going their way, and it was like almost so bad that I was like, "Okay, I'm losing it."
Like
here.
they didn't solve the issue in time.
Right.
Like they pulled it on too
like
long.
most Ben Stiller movies.
But I just love the part. Yeah, I just love the part where they do the nativity and him as Joseph.
yes. And he's so. That part is funny.
I haven't seen that. I don't think.
It's good. Yeah,
Vince
it's worth a
Vaughn
watch.
for me falls into that same category that probably falls in the category for you for Will Ferrell. I feel like Vince Vaughn is one of those that tries too hard and isn't that funny.
I see where you could land with that. I feel like he's again
very hit and miss for me.
Exactly. He's hit or miss. Like
him.
sometimes he's hilarious. Like I think in Mr. and Mrs. Smith he was pretty funny.
Yes.
And
He
like
looks great in that new movie he just came out with, Freaky.
Yeah, that looks
Freaky.
good.
Wedding. What is it? Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Crashers.
He was funny.
Old school.
You motorboat, so be you.
I like him in Old School too.
Old school, yes. That has Will Ferrell as well, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
We're streaking.
through the quad.
Honey, what are you doing? We're streaking. Who's
So,
we?
I
They're coming.
know we kind of mentioned it.
There's a
I think it's called The Night Before with Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Anthony Mackie.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen it though.
I definitely haven't seen that one.
It's a good. It's I don't know. I liked it as far as Seth Rogen movies go. I'm not the biggest fan of his movies, but this one was actually pretty well done. The story is basically that Joseph Gordon-Levitt's parents died when he was young, and so the other two are his childhood best friends, and so they've made it tradition that every year they spend Christmas together so he doesn't have to feel alone. But now they've grown up, they've got their own families. It's kind of hard for them to all get together, so they have this one night that they try and get together. Oh, that's what it is. The whole premise too is there's this secret Christmas party that you have to be like specially invited to. And every year they try and get it and they can't. Well, then all of a sudden this one year he finally gets tickets to it. And it's just their shenanigans of trying to make it to this party.
Okay.
So it's a good one. I liked it.
All right.
Barbie
Anyone ever-
Nutcracker.
What?
What was that?
Barbie Nutcracker.
Is that really a film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did anyone ever watch 8 Crazy Nights?
I love
that
Eight Crazy
I need to
Nights.
watch. I still
Oh
haven't seen
my
it.
gosh.
Is that the one with Adam Sandler?
It's
Yeah.
his,
But it's like his animated
film.
one.
Yeah.
Where he's got Whitey, the short little, and his sister. Oh my gosh.
Now, one that we actually missed in the 80s and 90s was Jack Frost.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
With what's
Michael
his name?
Keaton.
Michael
Yeah.
Keaton.
Yeah.
That was a really good one.
That is very sad at the
is.
first. Well,
Yeah.
the whole premise behind
It's
it.
a dark-
It's
it's
a sad
darkish.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did like that one.
Dad dies,
haven't-
come back
I don't
as
know if
Jack
I've seen
Frost,
it.
and then he has to say goodbye to him again
Again,
at the
yeah.
end.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I think we've beat the modern pretty good. What do you guys think? What are your favorites?
I'm gonna say one that we didn't mention,
Okay.
and it is my all-time favorite,
All time?
The Family Man,
The Family Man.
with Nicolas Cage
Oh, yeah.
and Tay Leone.
Yeah.
We forgot
Yes.
another one.
Is that in that category too, though?
What?
I think that one is a Christmas one.
Is it full on a Christmas?
Yeah, it's pretty much. It's like a Wonderful Life. You see your life
Okay.
as
Yeah.
if as what
Yeah.
it should have been type thing, or if you would have making a different decision.
Okay.
Love that movie.
That is a good movie.
I can't recall if
Yeah.
I've seen it or not.
It's where
I've
he's
seen it. But
He's
it's been
he's
a
a
long time.
corporate rich guy who believes they should be working on Christmas. He's like a Scrooge,
yeah.
and then he ends up meeting his ex-girlfriend, and he basically is like, I wonder what would happen if I
Dreaming
never
of a
got on the
family.
airplane.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they make it happen, and
It's all about those gains. That's
Yep.
what he is. No, he just wants to. Yeah, he's just a corporate
Get money,
dude. It's
money,
all about
money.
the money.
and
Yeah,
it's
that's a good
actually another sad one too, because then he actually starts loving what his life could have been.
Yeah.
And then it gets all taken away from him, and like there's two little
Frustrating.
kids,
Spoiler alert.
and he starts loving the kids and everything,
Yeah.
and getting to
And then
know
the
these
kids
kids.
cease to exist.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it all just gets
That
pulled
is
away
a
That
from
good
him.
sounds
movie.
That sounds depressing.
It is. The ending is kind of depressing.
It's a thinker
but
movie for sure.
It's a
Okay.
good one.
It's
All
a
right.
feeler.
What
Tell
about the movie Krampus? Have you guys
I
seen
still
that?
haven't seen it.
That was actually so good.
I've heard it's good.
It was so good.
Is that a horror film?
I've heard
Yes.
it's more of a horror
It's kind
comedy.
of a horror
It's
comedy.
a horror comedy.
Yeah.
Christmas horror comedy.
I haven't seen that either.
Yeah, I need to watch
Such a
it.
good
I
movie.
bet.
So what's your favorite?
Favorite out of the early
Favorite out of this, out of the modern era?
I forgot the ones we've mentioned. Someone else go.
Cam?
I think I'm gonna have to go with probably The Grinch.
Ooh, that one is good. I do love The Grinch. What about you, Chris?
It'd be Christmas at the Cronks.
Christmas with the Cranks.
With the Cranks. Cronks.
I do love that one too.
Okay.
I know. Me too.
I need to see that one
It's
still.
hard.
Do you have yours yet?
I would have to say it's a tie between Just Friends or Jim Carrey's Grinch.
I would double that. It's tied between
Yeah.
Just Friends, Grinch, but also I really just love the Elf. I think the Elf takes the cake for me.
I'm gonna change mine
'Cause
to
it's-
Just Friends.
Elf is just Elf is just a little bit more Christmas than Just Friends.
Bye, buddy.
But I
Hope
do
you found your
love
dad.
Just Friends. man.
Oh,
That one's so
also, have you guys seen Noelle,
No.
the Disney one?
That is actually pretty
It's
good.
really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And actually, now that it reminds me again, there's this like animated Christmas one on Netflix that's also really, really good. I can't remember it. It's new. The guy
Claus?
is that it? Where he's like the little elf and he has to go to he's a mailman.
Yeah. I haven't watched it yet, but I just saw the previews
That's
to it.
good.
It's so good.
it good?
Like you guys need to watch it, especially
Okay.
with your
What
kids.
is it called?
Like it's
Claus?
Klaus or Klaus. Yeah, yeah, I
Klaus.
think so.
It's Klaus.
It's basically like the origin story
Klaus.
of Santa.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
that's
it's
really good.
It's really funny.
Now,
Yeah.
here's-
So like for kids and adults, it's awesome.
Here's another one that we kind of failed to mention was wasn't there one that just like Patrick Swayze was just in?
He's dead.
Or not Patrick Swayze. It just came out on
It's
Netflix.
it's another Christmas Carol. He was one of the
He
ghosts.
did.
Patrick Dempsey.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick.
Oh, balls.
I don't
I
know
swear
any.
it's
I
on.
don't know any
I
other
swear it's
Patricks.
on this list.
Patrick the Star.
It may not even be a Patrick.
Or Patrick
okay?
Star?
Get off of Patrick. Just think of Christmas movies.
One we forgot to mention, but I honestly didn't like the movie, is Bad Santa.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't a fan. But
Yeah, it
I
wasn't
never
that
did
good.
see him.
Did anyone ever
grungy.
see Deck
That's
the
really
Halls?
grungy.
Deck the Halls. I love that movie.
I've
forgot
heard it's
about that
pretty
one, too.
funny.
It's one of those though, but kind of by the end, you're kind of like, okay, this is getting annoying. It's getting old.
Get to the
But-
end.
It's still a good one. It's worth a watch.
Well, that also the other Netflix one that came out a couple years ago, I think, with I just forgot his name.
That guy.
Patrick Dempsey.
No, he was in Overboard, the original.
That's the
Tom
one I'm
Hanks?
thinking of.
Kurt
where
Russell.
they, where they
Kurt
still,
Russell.
yeah,
Kurt
Kurt Russell, where they like
Oh!
they steal the Mustang,
Oh,
Yeah.
and they're trying to get him back. to
Christmas
Yeah.
Chronicles.
That's what it is.
one.
No, yeah, that one is good.
I have not
that
seen
one is
it.
good.
Is it
All
good?
right.
Yeah, it's
they
pretty
just they just came out with a sequel.
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's
they
got
are.
Goldie
This year.
Hawn in it,
Yeah,
which was
I
his
haven't.
ex-wife, girlfriend.
All right.
From Overboard.
Anywho,
Okay, on to the next topic of Christmas movies that take place during Christmas but aren't necessarily Christmas films. Go.
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Love
Tony
Die
Zach just
Hard.
mentioned all the ones he said.
all the ones that they just
Hey,
mentioned.
hey,
okay,
Cam,
so
Read between the lines.
Oh my gosh, what are we, 5?
or
Well,
Carol.
we're on camera and you've edited us.
Just like this. It's blurred. It's blurred. It's blurred.
Oh my.
Grow up, you 5-year-olds.
Bad Mom's Christmas.
Ooh.
I didn't see
I
that.
haven't seen that.
That one's really funny.
Honestly, Bad Moms is
It's a
hilarious.
funny movie.
I saw Bad Moms, but I didn't see the Christmas.
second one's just as funny.
All right, Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands, Die
Okay,
Hard,
so-
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare
Not
Before Christmas is a Christmas
That is
movie.
a Christmas movie. It is a Halloween movie and it is a Christmas movie.
By definition,
altogether.
on how you define Just Friends and all that jazz,
It's a Christmas
It is a
movie.
Christmas
Okay.
movie.
Plus, you guys said you'd give it to us earlier.
It's a Halloween movie.
True,
It is.
true.
It is.
I'd
True,
give it
true,
to you
true.
over. What was the other one?
Edward Scissorhands?
Yeah, for sure. Don't you agree?
Okay,
though?
so-
it's more Christmas content than Edward Scissorhands.
So explain then. Let's, for the audience sake, these movies we're naming, Die Hard and all those. why would we classify those as a Christmas movie?
I just like Die Hard.
Like, why would we or wouldn't we?
Why would we?
Well, let's see.
But we're saying it's not.
The end credits, I
we're
believe, for
saying
Die
it is
Hard
a
is a
Christmas-
Christmas song.
We're
is.
saying
So-
it is a Christmas movie that by definition shouldn't be, right?
I was thinking of it the other way around. Like, we're saying that it's not technically a Christmas movie, but it happens on Christmas or by Christmas.
So by
therefore-
default, it is a Christmas film.
Yeah.
okay.
So like
So
again, like
that's
the
what I'm
Santa
saying is-
Claus is all about him being Santa,
Right.
preparing for Christmas Day.
Spoiler alert.
Whereas whereas Die Hard is
in the
they're
dollar
having a
bin at
Christmas
Walmart.
party, but the story is that they get attacked and
Right.
they're held hostage. So it's not a story of Christmas or Christmas magic, cheer, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sure
By
is my
that
Christmas
definition.
spirit this year. So
By that definition, then you'd have to say Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas show.
Thank you.
We already did. This has been settled.
I didn't accept it, but now I have to.
So we mentioned it earlier, the holiday. Would you say the holiday falls under this category then?
I've never seen it.
I would say it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because like we mentioned, it's not necessarily about Christmas. It just takes place during that time frame.
Gotcha.
But yes,
I'm going to jump on the other side and say, no, that's a Christmas movie.
It's straight up Christmas.
Yes.
Why?
what about it screams Christmas to you?
I mean, it is called The
Everything.
Holiday.
Yeah, but Thanksgiving's a holiday.
The
That's
holiday
true. I
in
haven't seen
Europe
it.
just means a vacation.
Yeah, it's true.
Is it in Europe?
She goes to Europe.
so
Cameron Diaz lives in L.A. Kate Winslet lives in Europe.
the plot thickens.
And they swap houses because
that
they're
makes
both
sense.
going
So
thue
it's just a vacation.
breakups, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so,
Now-
So
just
it's not a
vacation.
Christmas movie.
Now here is one I'm gonna really throw hard at you. Gremlins.
Yeah, that's another one of
Christmas.
those. It's not a Christmas movie, but it happens during Christmas.
I've only seen it
it's not
once.
Christmas.
So,
I just remember him playing poker.
yeah, I've only seen it once and I really
The
don't
Gremlins
remember too
playing
much of
poker.
it.
One
I
was
tried
smoking a cigar,
Yeah.
and one gets shot or something because he was cheating. I
I
don't
know
know.
there's a sexy gremlin in there somewhere too.
What?
Not
Yeah.
even remotely. They
Wow.
tried. The one with
Yes.
like lipstick on
Yeah,
and
the
like
lipstick
eyelashes
on.
and eyeliner.
The
She
blonde
come-
hair.
She comes at him going,
So
I
creepy.
mean, I wouldn't classify that as sexy. I would
Oh, that's
classify
what they were
that
trying
as
to do.
Sexy
That's what they're-
gremlin.
yeah,
There
there
a
you
you go. Air
female,
quote
a
it.
female gremlin.
have you seen the argument that Baby Yoda in The Mandalorian is a
So
ripoff of
cute.
Gizmo?
Gizmo sucks.
Gizmo's
Whoa.
freaking awesome.
He's not cool like Baby Yoda.
Well, he doesn't have the Force, so you
Exactly. And he spawns demons.
Green child of mine.
only if you don't follow the rules.
And
Okay.
see, I was always confused on the rules. Is it don't feed him after midnight or give him water?
Both.
But also every time is always after midnight. So when can you feed him?
So if you put water on him, that's when he multiplies. If you feed him after midnight, that's when they turn evil.
Okay. So when can you feed him?
Before midnight.
Before mid. That's
But
so-
before
no,
and
no,
after
no.
midnight are the same time.
No, it's funny. I just recently watched it and I thought that. I was like, so when can they?
There is literally no time in existence
So-
that happens before midnight.
It's
It's
only
after
till
last
like
midnight.
4.
I think
4
it's
a.m.
probably.
That's, I was going to say, that's kind of what I get.
But they
4
never
or 5
said
a.m.
that.
I think it's probably dawn.
Don't feed him after midnight.
I would
okay,
assume
see, that
dawn.
would be reasonable.
Like when the sun comes up, now you're good.
That or
a
would
new
you,
day
is midnight from like 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then you hit noon?
Yeah. See, that's the thing. You don't know.
At 12:01, you can feed him.
It's a guessing game. It's a guessing game. So now, are there any horror films based on
A Christmas horror story.
Black
you go.
Christmas.
Black Christmas. I also
Krampus.
want to say there was one called Claws, right? Where it
Oh.
was like demon claws.
So there was one
I
similar
remember
to that.
seeing one
I remember it when I
creepy
worked
one.
at Blockbuster. It was called Santa's Sleigh, but it was
Oh,
sleigh
yes.
like
Yeah.
slay somebody. Yeah.
I feel like I've seen a horror Santa movie before, but I can't remember what it was.
To play off that real quick, as a kid, I was really stupid. And that dashing through the snow in a one horse open sleigh, I pictured Santa slaying people on a one horse open. Wow. Just like
just like a
riding,
big old sickle collecting heads in his bag.
yeah, just like riding a horse and just shink.
Naughty children.
Oh, we'll get to that.
How about the old Jack Frost?
With who?
Do you remember that? There's
that
a
the
horror,
Santa
the
or
horror
the-
movie right there.
Yes. I
The
never
horror
saw
movie
it,
with
but
Jack Frost. I just remember seeing the case. I never watched it.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a lot less than we thought there were.
There
Better
it is.
Watch Out. That's another horror movie.
Oh, I want to see
Christmas
that.
one.
Office
That's newer,
Christmas
right?
Party. I've never seen it though.
Oh, Christmas.
I wanted to see
wanna
that one, Office
too.
Christmas Party.
I
Yeah.
heard that was actually pretty funny. I heard it was pretty rank, but funny.
Oh, of course. It's right.
Well,
yeah,
look at
definitely.
the cast and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's kind of funny when you can look at the cast and be like, oh, yeah, this is going to be terrible.
yep.
Oh, here's one. Silent Night. I think I've heard of
Deadly
that
Night.
one.
Oh, just Silent Night.
Just Silent Night.
Oh, I know
Show
there's-
Santa with a flamethrower.
There's another one.
Nice.
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
No.
Okay.
Oh, they call these Christmas adjacent movies.
They put A Nightmare Before Christmas under
That's a
horror.
good title. Christmas adjacent.
So now we've classified Nightmare Before Christmas. It's a Christmas adjacent. I feel the hatred behind me.
No,
I
don't
don't
even,
want to
don't
turn.
even turn.
I don't even want to turn.
I missed it. What'd you say?
Nothing,
make him say it
nothing,
again.
Don't worry about it.
Nothing. No, we're good.
What?
Calling Nightmare Before Christmas an adjacent Christmas movie.
Christmas
No.
adjacent.
Oh, here we go. Okay, Batman Returns.
Oh,
Oh,
Batman
yeah.
Returns is another one.
Lethal Weapon.
Ah, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Yep.
I never seen
The
that.
Shining.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Okay.
Wait.
I could.
No, hang on.
does that one really take place
They're
during
calling
Christmas,
again.
though?
They're calling them Christmas adjacent.
Well, that one, though, doesn't even take place during Christmas. It's just winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one, I don't know.
Christmas.
It's a Christmas adjacent film.
Christmas.
I mean, technically, it'd be well, no, because they go in when it's not snowing. I would say technically it could be like February.
Batman and
but-
Robin. A lot of Batman should take place around Christmas.
Bots freeze.
Is it what? Is it because Mr. Freeze is in it?
No, they actually do have a Christmas party in it.
Yeah.
Oh, touche. All right.
Is it
Iron
because
Man
these
3?
Is it because these were all
Yeah.
released during Christmas?
They're again.
Yeah,
they're
or
saying
there's-
they're calling
they
them
take-
secretly about
They
Christmas.
take
because
place
Christmas
during
happens
Christmas.
during
Yes.
cameo.
Well-
Christmas makes a cameo in these
Well,
movies.
yeah.
Exactly.
Well, more so what I'm getting at is because these have a Christmas party in them, were they released during Christmas time to at least be relevant to the time that they
See
were
that
released?
I mean
Oh, that's a good
we'd
question.
have to look
Yeah.
up every one, so I'm not sure.
I have a question. Would Passion of the Christ be a Christmas movie?
That's an Easter film.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't
It's
show
not
his
his
birth?
birthday, it's his
oh,
death.
okay. I haven't seen it in so long. I forgot if
I
it
don't
started
remember,
right
actually.
from birth and then went
Yeah,
all the
I
way
haven't
up.
seen it.
But just saying, I don't know.
Well, because here's to combat your point, Austin. Wonder Woman's coming out on Christmas this year. Is it going to be a Christmas
But
movie?
does
But
it take
does it have-
place during Christmas?
But does it have a Christmas scene in it? is my
I say
point.
no because it was originally supposed to release over the summer and back in June.
Ah, gotcha.
So
See, I don't think it.
they're just making this a Christmas present. This is Warner Brothers' Christmas present to everybody in the world.
Okay,
I don't
to
thi-
press this conversation forward, unless you have a great point.
I was
Tales
just
from
going
the
to say,
Crypt,
I don't
all
think
through
it
the house.
matters when it was released. It's what takes place during the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I agree with that. I was
Yeah.
more so
Okay.
saying I didn't understand why Batman had so many Christmas scenes. I wonder if it was because of when it was released to be more relevant to the time it was released in the year.
Oh, I
be.
see.
Anyway,
Anyways,
favorite
Christmas
movie,
adjacent movie?
Christmas adjacent movie. Go.
Die Hard.
Over Nightmare?
Nightmare Before Christmas is not Christmas adjacent.
The plot thickens.
I disagree.
Didn't we already just say that it's a Christmas movie?
We gave it to you. It was a courtusy give it to you.
No, it ain't a courtesy give. It is a
Okay,
Christmas
all right.
movie.
I love this argument. Okay.
I know.
Tony. I do love Die Hard, by the way.
I do too.
I do.
I'm going to have to go with Die Hard.
Ooh,
gripping
2
that.
of 5. Okay. Cam.
I don't
What
know.
face is that?
I can't think of
Ooh, I don't know.
which one I like.
What are you going for now?
I mean, I don't remember all the ones we talked about. I'd probably say Batman and Robin.
See, my Tim Burton love is so Die
Batman
Hard
Returns.
is Batman Returns or Edward Scissorhands. Those ones are close too. Just because I'm a Tim Burton fan.
So we got 3 out of 5 for Die Hard. And what was yours again?
Batman and Robin.
And I will
one's the
complete the
worst.
ensemble. Die Hard.
Did you say Die Hard?
4 of 5.
I'm saying Die Hard.
I need to watch it again.
My Tim
I
Burton
feel like,
ones are nipping at its heels, but
I feel
Die
like
Hard.
last time I watched Die Hard, it was on TV, and I was like in and
Yippee-ki-yay.
out of the front room and stuff, so I didn't like
Oh,
fully
you
pay
got to
attention.
sit down and.
I need to
You
sit
want to
down and
know
watch
something really unique about Die Hard that like almost gave it its like epicness? So John McClane, Bruce Willis, he is supposed to be this like hardcore action star, but the most unique thing is he does the entire thing barefooted.
Yep.
It was one of the first movies of its like kind that the action star is human. Like he's not your tough Arnold Schwarzenegger, that type of thing. Like he's just your average human getting beat up, trying to get help.
Who doesn't give up.
But doesn't
Yeah.
give up and still kicks butt the whole time.
I gotta say, for me, Die Hard was the start of my fanboyism behind Bruce Willis.
I agree.
Bruce Willis
Have you
is a
seen
I love him.
Me too.
Boy Scout? What's it called?
Last Boy Scout?
The Last Boy Scout?
No.
That's another good
a good
Bruce
one.
Willis one.
Really?
How old is
Yeah.
that one?
Okay.
80s.
Bruce Willis, Marlon Wayans.
Yeah. Highly
Okay.
recommend that one too.
All right, I'll have to check it out.
Me too.
So, now that we have gone through the gamut, all 4 of our quadrants here, now
like
is the
this part.
time to decide collectively.
Nope.
We
And
won't. We've
on
already
one-
disagreed.
We all know it's not going to be Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nope,
so
that's
don't
my
get your
choice.
hopes up.
That's my choice. We
Oh
ain't agreeing.
my god!
Hey,
That's
that
what
wasn't
we-
one of the decisions. That was not one of them.
It
That
wasn't even one
the
of your
top ones.
votes.
That's true. You didn't
No.
even vote for
You
it.
didn't
Oh,
even
we have
vote
to go for the
it.
ones we voted
Yes.
for?
No, but it's
Oh.
well, not even one you voted
Yes.
for.
I almost say we should go for one of the ones
Exactly,
we
because
voted
it
for.
can't be your all-time favorite movie if it wasn't even the favorite movie in the category.
Yeah.
Bingo.
He does have a point.
He's got a point. Okay, so now are the rules. We are going to collectively, as a 5, pick one film that we think best represents Christmas as a whole and is our favorite collectively. That doesn't mean it needs to be our personal number 1, but we do need to present a great argument for its reasoning to be there.
I feel bad because I know mine already is not going to be it.
What?
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
That's
Home Alone 1 and 2.
Okay. What was yours, Zach?
Santa Claus.
Okay.
Santa Claus.
And Santa Claus. So we only have to sway 2. I do have to say though,
Does this look like a little bit of weight to you?
Home Alone, dude. I'm wearing a Post Malone shirt that says Home Alone.
I'd say they're both up there, but I could be swayed to Santa Claus.
it's so
Because
good.
again, they're both right there for me. Like when I think of getting ready for Christmas and watching movies, those are like the first movies that pop into my head.
I was going to ask that just real quick. When Christmas rolls around and you're thinking, okay, let's throw on a Christmas movie. What are like your top, I won't put a number on it, but what are your top movies that every Christmas season you have to make sure you watch this?
almost like a
Santa
no-brainer, like
Right.
ones that you just throw on because it's time to watch it.
Exactly.
It's a no-brainer.
It's like Hocus Pocus for Halloween is like a must for me.
Yeah,
same.
So
Okay.
Christmas, what's your,
Santa Claus.
Santa
Santa
Claus.
Santa
Claus,
Claus,
Home Alone,
Home Alone.
Christmas Vacation.
Yep, Christmas Vacation. I'll even watch Elf.
Lisa has to
Elf.
watch Elf, so I'll watch it with her.
Yeah.
I don't have to watch Elf every year.
What was
so-
yours? Did you say yours?
you guys are pretty much saying them.
So then I think we've
Here's
come to an early agreement.
Can I just say something? Santa Claus is great because it is a great movie and the nostalgia's there. So it's
And
all
a
1000%.
great
Yeah.
moral.
I was about to say that.
yeah, it has a good meaning.
It's got a good meaning. And back to what I said earlier, it's a trilogy that I can watch all 3 and be totally fine with.
Wow, this ended a lot easier than I was
did,
anticipating.
actually.
I'm
There
actually
arose
surprised.
such
I'm
a
actually
clatter.
really proud, guys.
Look, the rose such a
We
clatter,
are
guys.
And we're the five
Now-
best friends.
Show.
Now I do. Yeah. So I gotta say, now I'm assuming everyone here understands this, but it wasn't so clear to someone that I know. But did you know that the Santa Claus title isn't the name?
No, it's
Right.
the Santa Claus,
clause,
as in
yeah.
clause,
The law clause.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the,
Meaning
what,
that you
the
take upon
clause.
the
Did you
rest.
read the clause?
which is why the
Exactly.
second one there's a
What are you talking
Mrs.
about?
Claus.
Yep.
Okay. So we all collectively knew that. Hopefully we just made you go, what? Holy crap. And I also think that movie strikes a very deep part of us
yeah.
because of home improvement. Like growing
Yeah,
up,
dude.
Tim
Well,
Allen.
that's the thing is like, I don't know how it was with you guys, but like Home Improvement was like straight up a reflection of my family.
Bingo.
My
Yeah.
dad literally was Tim Allen, and his name was Allen. Like straight up, like I would watch my dad like fix things, and like I said in another podcast, like smack his face and just like cuss and stuff, or like he'd be working on some electrical and just like like zap
Bro,
himself. Dude, it
I
straight
think
up
your
was.
dad and my dad would have been best
They
friends.
were the same.
My dad
Simpson.
is that guy still.
Yep.
That's
So,
why.
yeah.
Yeah.
My dad, you wouldn't catch him trying to fix anything, but the grunts and all that kind of thing. Oh, he definitely spoke in grunts. Like the whole thing. Oh, that's Tim Allen's stand up. Never mind.
No,
Yeah, that's fine. Play on it.
But where he's like, what would be easier? Please pass the turkey or just point and oh.
I mean, he basically did that.
Yeah, he did that every episode.
That was him.
Good.
One of mine and Jess's first dates was to a stand up of Tim Allen. It was
Oh,
wonderful.
I love
It
Tim
was
Allen. That's awesome.
It was lovely. So
Well, even
So-
his new show is basically just the reverse of it, but still just as amazing.
Man of the House.
Yeah.
No,
it's
the last man
Last Man
standing.
Standing.
Yeah.
So good.
So
Love that
back
show.
on the Santa Claus in the second one. Did you guys find the principal attractive?
Yes.
The one that ends up becoming his wife?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
She's a hottie.
Oh yeah.
She was in Lost.
Was she?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's calm this testosterone in this room.
Mrs. Claus.
Let us know
ho,
if you
ho.
agree with our collective agreement down in the comments. If you're not already, please make sure you check us out on YouTube. We do post video there. It's been a lot of fun, and when we're throwing little tiny snippets at you where we're all wearing ugly sweaters today.
We
It's been a
talking
lot of
about
fun.
ugly.
Yours is beautiful.
That's
Yours
actually
is
just
very
what Cam
beautiful.
had on today.
Yeah, I didn't get the memo.
Or if you're on YouTube, a more portable version would be following us on anywhere where podcasts are available: Spotify, Apple, Google, you name it, we're there. So thank you so much for being part of this crowd and tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.